Keep eating. Ready to come out? Huh?
Oh, goodness. Yeah. I just heard my note. Oh. Oh. It's so cold this morning.
Yeah, it's brutal. Go.
Come. I can do it myself. Sometime today, Squeak. Let's go. Hey. Hey. Honey. Hey. Come on. Come on. Good girl. What's that? Yeah. Holy crap, dude.
Huh?
It's a whole different kind of cold. We got more trash cans in there.
Huh?
There are more trash cans in there.
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? Kind of chilly. Well, yeah, it's chilly here. But if we were at home right now,
It'd be freezing.
it'd be 10 times worse than this.
It'd be like this temperature all day.
Yeah. Get hit with a hot spot.
Huh?
At least we know we're gonna get hit with a hot spot
Yeah.
today. Like it's gonna be hot at some point today. I think this is it, though. I think this is
It's so weird though, because I remember going to like high school football games, which are like September, right?
Yeah.
And freezing.
Oh, yeah.
And being like, this is stupid, why am I here? And it would be like rainy, like drizzly cold, you know?
Mm-hmm. Why am I here? I don't even like football.
Our team's not even good. I am not a cheerleader. My kid does not play for this team. What the fuck am I doing here? I don't even have a boyfriend. At your school, did your, so at our school, whenever there was a football game, the boys would wear their home jerseys and they would always give their away jerseys to their girlfriend to wear during the day. Did you do that?
I didn't do it, but yeah, my school did it. I didn't play football.
No?
I played my sophomore and freshman year, but
I remember I finally
we
got a
didn't have
boyfriend.
those. The only people. You finally had a boyfriend?
Yeah, I finally got a boyfriend and I finally got to wear the jersey to school. I was like, yay, Mom, I made it.
I'm somebody.
I'm somebody. Actually, the part I liked the most was that like I didn't have to pick an outfit out. I was like, cool. That's why pajama day rocked for me too. Like all the girls used to like find like their cutest pajamas and like shower and then put them on. No. I actually went to school in whatever the was wearing to bed.
You rode a bus to school?
Huh?
You rode a bus to school?
Before I could drive, yeah.
Never in high school.
Huh?
I never rode a bus in high school.
I think I did for like... Well, no, when you were a freshman, you would have had to drive. Or, I mean, ride the bus a little.
Well, my mom dropped me off.
My mom... You know what? I lied. My mom did drop me off. Except for a couple times.
Bunch of ass. Get out of here. Scram. Doesn't even faze him.
It's crazy.
I don't even care anymore. We don't even eat that shit. Let the deers have it.
Hey. What were you and Aaron talking about last night? When you were like, fuck it, I'm not gonna say anything anymore.
Oh. So like 2 nights ago, after the adult party, I'm not gonna say how we know this, but just because it'll affect somebody else that I care about. But that's outside of Utopia. But we were talking about because I don't trust Kyle. I think he's here. I think other people see it, and I think everybody here has their little fan base group. You know what I mean? That does like him a lot and that watches out for him. And we got some information that what we were saying the night before. The guys that were talking was not the case at all. We said nothing bad about him. We just said we think he's here for some reasons. We didn't say anything bad about him. We just said we don't think he's here. We think he's kind of shady. I think he's here for different reasons. Nothing like backstabbing, nothing like we're going to try to get him out of here, anything like that. We're stating our thoughts on him. That's it. Mm-hmm. And the next day we get a bunch of fucking hate mail. Fuck you guys.
Hater mail?
Yeah.
On the internet?
Yeah.
How?
That's the outside person I don't want to involve in this.
You received the emails?
No, somebody else did.
Whom? The coop?
No. I'm just not getting even paid towards what I'm talking about. But that's I'm not going to talk to you anymore because anything you say is just totally misconstrued to be backstabbing or a vigilante of some sort to say you're going to fucking do this and do that.
It's weird that you say that, though, because I heard Kristen say that, like, the majority opinion on that is, like, people were saying stuff like, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Well, that's no, well, okay, but that's what I said, you know, like, everybody's got their group of people they do like, person they do like. You know, Kyle could have that, or in the opposite area, they could have the people that they really just really enjoy hating here, which could be me and Aaron. So.
I woke up today and the first thing I thought of was that, like, today's probably Rob's last day.
I thought about that last night. I wrote like a huge thing in my journal about Mike and Rob. What I'm going to miss the most when they're gone. But also in the journal, specified on that it's not over, it's just postponed.
Yeah.
The good time. So, you know, we all knew this was coming eventually.
Yeah.
It's just
Not this quickly, though. I'll tell
exactly.
you that.
That's what it's a lot sooner than I ever planned it to be. So it's kind of hard to accept it. Rob last night, it's like, wake me up to do the barn work. I was like, all right. So I woke him up and I was like, do you want to do the barn work or do you just? I was like, and he just seriously looked at me and didn't say anything. He just stared at me. I go back to sleep, and I threw the blanket over the thing. Feel bad for Aaron though, because you know that was, I guarantee he was a majority of that boat.
America's wanted him to go home so bad now.
He's not a bad guy though. He's got some,
Aaron?
Yeah.
I don't trust Aaron. I like Aaron very much, but I know the type of guy Aaron is. I think Aaron's very smart, and it frustrates me when Aaron plays dumb, and he does it often.
Yeah, I don't know. I see a different side to him, I guess.
No, I mean,
Hey, you have your opinion, I have mine.
it's just it's in the little things he does that I'm like, that's sketchy.
I agree.
And
in
I think he
certain
jumps to conclusions just as much as Bella does. Like, he was 100% convinced that Josh was checking his ledger.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I'll give you that.
Like, he knew. He knew. He knew. There's no way you can know that. I wanted to hear him say, that's why I asked him up in the bro circle, I'm like, how do you know? Not what do you have a strong feeling that it happened. How do you know? And he was like, I know. He asked how to check the ledgers before he got on the computer. I'm like, well, my God.
Well, regardless.
Any court of law would think that that was...
viable information to put somebody
And
on
he's
the
probably
stand.
right. Yes, he's probably right. But I don't like to hear him say he knows. Because I have heard information from Aaron before, T, that has been very wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
Many times. He makes shit up just like Bella, just to stir the pot. And also his little shit with got this $20 tip. I forgot about it for 2 weeks. Didn't know if I had to give it to the group. Just checking in. Okay, Cal. Just checking in.
If I never hear that.
Like, fuck you. Really? Looking at $300 pair of shoes. I don't trust the guy.
I'm just
and you
saying,
know what?
regardless, I don't dislike the guy, I guess. I don't want to say I trust him fully either, but I don't dislike the guy.
He's cool. He's funny. I'll hang out with him. But I don't trust him.
In a situation like this, I guess.
I don't think that he ultimately has everyone else's best interest at heart above his own.
No. But I think it's obvious to realize that he's probably the next on the list anyway.
I mean, he's just going to keep getting put up until he goes home, and I don't disagree. I want Aaron to go home. I will be honest with you. I have felt a lot better since Nikki's been in the kitchen.
What do you mean?
Like, I can't tell you, when's the last time you made yourself something to eat out of your personal...
Yeah, but that being said, it's not like, I don't know.
Like, I genuinely haven't been hungry, and I like that, like, there's a different energy in the kitchen. Instead of it being like, how much have you had to eat? How much have you had to eat?
So what's up with her and Cal?
I think Nikki is very dead set on not being seen as, like...
Cal's girl?
Cal's girl.
I think she's kind of...
And I think she knows...
I think she's definitely in a position that she can easily steer her way away from that. But I think she definitely was going towards that. Mm-hmm. And I think she even, at one point, was known for that. Not, like, known, but you know what I mean? Like, people were assuming that that's what was going on.
Yeah, but I mean, she definitely knows that Cal... I mean, she walked up to me, she's like, sometimes I hate him.
That's not something you hear out of Nikki's mouth, right?
I know. She's like, sometimes he drives me nuts. Like the time we were all at the table, and we were all talking about we were upset about something. Like, we were all group upset. And he just chimes up and goes, not me, I've had a great day. She was like, shut up! Like, it made her so mad that he was like, not me, I've had a great day.
Wait, this morning? Or yesterday morning?
No, this was like a week ago. Well, 4 or 5 days ago, I don't remember.
Not me. That's his
not
thing,
me, I've had a great day.
Like, even today, he's gonna be like, come on, guys, spark up. Like, motherfucker. And I already promised Rob, like, he's like, you got my back, right? And I'm like, what do you mean?
The shit he about Bree is weird.
Yeah.
And I don't give a shit how many people think he's a great guy. Sure, he might be a great guy. He's not a bad dude. He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can barely talk to somebody. I never once saw them communicate. And
No.
I don't care what the content was. It couldn't have been good enough for him to say, I love her, I want her in my life.
I'm telling you, he's one of those control freaks, dude. And I think that's why Nikki starts to dislike him. Because I think she's a strong individual woman.
Nikki's number one fear about relationships is being controlled.
And I think, like, that's what she sees in that dude. Did we already feed the cows?
No. I just started raking as you walked up.
But I feel like that's what she sees is like this like guy that's gonna try to like lock her down and like, but like more than that, do it like you said. You know, he belittles women. He thinks your guys' position in his little world is in the kitchen and is in the laundry room, like not like and in the garden planting plants, not raising a pickaxe and stuff like that. Like very delicate. And he's even told me that. He's like, I like my women to be like very, I don't remember the word he used, but I was just like, you don't realize that just came off extremely sexist, do you? Like, you don't realize
I had an argument with him about it already.
Really?
Remember the day we were all sitting down here talking about how he was a neo-Nazi?
Wait, what?
The morning you, me, Mike, and Aaron were and
yeah.
Rob about how he's a neo. I walked right up there. I left this conversation and walked right up to him. And I started talking to him. I was
About
like,
it? About that?
About everything. I was like, what's going on with the court system? I feel like you're trying to make a mockery of it. It's not for you to raise like frivolous arguments about. I felt like his argument was tearing down big time. And then he started talking about masculine and feminine. I was like, let me tell you something. I consider myself very masculine, and it offends me when you say shit like, oh, I want you in the garden planting plants because you're a woman and you're nurturing and loving. I was like, dude, I'm not. I don't want to be planting the plants. I'd rather be tearing this shit up. And he's like, well, yeah, I consider you very masculine as well, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know, I don't understand the distortion you have between masculine and feminine traits. To me, like, loving and soft and caring and emotional can be manly. It's not something that belongs to men off of those emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and that's sad.
Well, not only that, but he contradicts himself in the same attributes, because I see that dude crying almost every fucking day.
Yeah.
And if that's what he likes to say as a feminine, you know, emotion, like every time I see that dude, he goes and reads a letter to that camera, he just comes back like someone just told him his dog died. Like he's just bawling his eyes out. And I'm like,
he says that, but then he's like, oh no, I don't like the word masculine and feminine. I you know, and I'm like, Cal, you use it on the fucking day.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what that does to like little boys? When you tell them like, be a man, men don't do that. That's not masculine. That's not this and that. They cut themselves off from like vulnerability and, you know, allowing themselves to be emotional and be sad and have feelings and love hard and get their heart broken, you know? Like that's sad that you do that. And same thing for little girls. Like they feel like they can't. I mean, do you know how many girls drop out of science by the time they're like 16?
Why?
Just because it's not a feminine role, and because it's kind of like something that women don't do, is go into the field of science. So like female scientists are like, it's an incredibly low number. And from what I read, it has a lot to do with like sexism.
Sexism?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's hard to like voice your opinion here because it's misconstrued to be like you're trying to be like F that guy, F this kind of stuff.
I mean, I just don't understand how you can listen to Cal and agree with Cal.
Yeah.
And be like a friend or a quote fan of Cal.
Yeah.
Like listen to the dude. Sometimes it's scary when you hear him say what he says. It's alarming. It's things that come out of like cult leaders' mouths that like it's alarming, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like some of the shit she says. Just because someone masquerades something like kumbaya doesn't mean it's any less like mind control.
No. Kumbaya.
Bella and Cal are very similar.
Yeah. And I think they're very similar in like trying to use a certain way to
That's what I'm saying, like the agenda, and they push it on the down low.
Yeah. But that being said, I think Bella is very sheltered. I think she doesn't understand, or she does, but she's just very like, she's just sheltered, I feel like. She was very pampered as a child, which isn't an excuse. But I really don't have any room to defend her any. I think she's I think she's got a good heart. I think she means well, but I think that she was very just given life. You know what I mean? She was just given everything she's ever asked for. So she expects that now. And I think she's gotten that till the day she came here. And now that she's got to be more aggressive and fight for things. Like she was living in a house that her parents just gave her. And she's 40-something years old. What the fuck? And she's talking about how she drove a Jaguar, convertible Jaguar. It's like you don't get those things without working your ass or someone gave you that. But the shit that comes out of her mouth is like, oh, I used to be a website designer. You can't even find your email on a fucking...
Sometimes I think she's a sociopath.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, when you say things like, I've had marriage proposals from hundreds of men,
She said that to me?
Yeah.
See, that's just weird.
I'm like, I don't even know 100 men.
Yeah. Well, for isolating yourself for 6 years, it's like, can you imagine? Like, I don't even know. Like, just, I would find it very, if I was ever to, like, I would want to go, like, just watch Bella, not, like, hang out with her, just, like go, like, rent a room in the place she lives, like, not her house, but, like, go rent a room in her town and just, like,
Georgia.
follow her for a day and just be like, what does she do? Just see her walking with, like, 100 animals down the street, like, I don't know. Talk to that guy, but oh, I'm so glad we got nothing to do today. I did this fucking shitty boat off. Man, this sucks. The last person I want to leave.
It's just so weird how opposite end of the spectrum it went for me. Like I would have been cool. I would have been cool if it were Aaron. But I mean, I think that up to vote, it would have been like Bree, Aaron, and Bella again.
Oh, yeah.
If we had the power, and Bella would have been going home.
Well, I don't even think if we had the power. I think even if
I don't know though, because it pisses me off when people are like, "Oh my God, Bella got us $2,500."
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Say that here? Yeah, because they're so twisted about it.
And I'm like, that's how much you. I mean, some of you hate this woman, hate her, said terrible, terrible, terrible things about her. I mean, scream at her, attack her over tops and brownies.
You know what I'm really, really amazed by though is Josh. How he's always there to like tend to her, comfort her.
Yeah.
But then like, did you see that like yesterday? Yeah, yesterday in the morning with the chocolate bar thing. He just like flicked it all over the table and like.
Who?
Josh. Like that Hershey bar she jacked that, you know, we were all like, everybody
That was
like.
2 mornings ago.
Oh, that was 2. Oh yeah, I didn't go up there in the break. That's right. But it's just like little things like that. It's like, holy shit. I don't know. There's a lot of two-faced people. All I'm going to say, Hex, is we pretty much got each other at this point after Rob walks through those doors. Because like you said, I mean, I like Aaron, but yeah, I don't trust him. He's shown that enough to where, you know, the brownies.
I mean, I trust Dedeker, I trust Nikki, I trust Chris.
I trust him, but I still just feel like I don't feel close. Like me and Chris, like we're cool, but I don't feel like a cool, close bond like I do with Rob or Mike. Chris is more like, he's got his agenda, not his agenda, but he's here for the right reasons. I know that. I know Chris is here for the right reasons. I've never felt that. Like the only
think
time
he'll
I felt
start
that
to.
was when we were down at the dock, all 4 of us, and we were talking. Like I felt like really close to him then, but ever since then, it's just like.
I think you'll start
maybe
to,
since
because
Bree's gone now. Too,
I was gonna say he can say that like he didn't really spend a lot of time with Bree, or that it was kind of always Bree.
It really kind of was, but no.
It was Chris.
Yeah. I honestly never saw that coming. Him being that beat up about it.
Yeah.
He cared a lot more than he showed. I think.
That's what I'm saying.
Or at
like,
least voiced.
Yeah.
Because, like that second day, he was like, "I feel free," but then that next day, he was like, someone like kicked him in the gut and knocked his legs out from under him. He was all beat up. I really do think he actually fell in love with that chick, which isn't surprising. I felt that way, feel that way about you, but. I think our relationship's different than him and Bree's, that's for sure. You're not needy. Oh, you're kind of needy. For love. Other than that, you're very strong individual, independent. She was like, do everything. I'm surprised you're wearing a jelly sandwich. She's a very sweet girl.
Well, it's
But
just
you know, everybody's affected by that differently than me, I guess. Because like, same thing. Like, see, that's where I've had conversations with Bree, and I did start to care about Bree. I just never really got to know her well enough to like be affected by her walking out like that. Like, you guys are all like, you know, but you guys have known her since day one here. And you guys have all got like bonds with her, especially. But like that would be like me writing that note to Bree like Cal did. It wouldn't make any sense. Everybody'd be like, oh, you guys were friends, but you never really, no one ever really saw it. Just you two like walking, like me and Kristen hanging out, you know, like, that was never like me and Bree. Like, we never did our own like little just go laugh and just like have conversations. Like, I always got kind of like weirded out by her. But I don't dislike Bree by any means. I think she's an extremely nice person.
Bree's got a good heart.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't like, Bree's not a pot stirrer. Bree's not a thief. So the girl, I mean, she grew up with a lot of, like, just like Bella, she's been given a lot in her life. A lot. Everything. Yeah. You know? And I think Bree's work ethic, especially because she's young, and probably I don't even know if she's really had a real life.
Yeah, probably.
But she doesn't know how to work. You have to teach Bree how to work. Like, I'll be honest with you, you know, I was voted one of the hardest workers here recently. And Bree does everything that I do. The only difference between Bree and I is Bree's the type of girl that has to be asked to do something. Like, there's not a lot of initiative to Bree.
I bet you get the exemption.
Oh, when they bring it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I bet you do.
It would be nice. But I'd like
from the next boat off?
Yeah, but I'd like the exemption closer to like a big event date.
Yeah, but it's not like you can't get more than one.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd like to get it every single time.
You're hard to deal with. You don't
It just
want to be
feels
voted
so,
on
like-
every time, and you don't want to
I
be
mean, just
saved
like,
every time.
can't I say like middle of the road?
Jesus, no, that's me.
Huh?
I'm middle of the road person.
Can't I just say like middle of the
I feel like I'm pretty safe. Like, even if America were to vote me in, I think enough people like me up there because I've tried to bring a positive attitude towards the situation here. I don't think I'd be voted off. Like Nikki, I think Nikki kind of had some sort of feelings towards me, not like in a bad feelings. But I think she's starting to see like a different side to me because I'm trying to be more open and like friendly to everybody here. Because you let other people's voice kind of like voice your own opinion as well when you hear enough. It's just like the common, which I will agree, like that's Aaron's voice, you know, kind of like.
Oh, it's 100. Aaron, you gotta. That's what I'm saying. T, please watch Aaron.
He's gonna
He
be gone
poisons your
soon.
brain so easily. Not your. I'm saying anyone around him. Like, he's good at that, and it's scary to see. Because he says things so matter-of-factly. And nothing he says really has a factual basis. And I truly do believe he meant to use Josh's mayonnaise. There's no mean to use the mayonnaise. I do believe he was going to try and keep that $20. Had he not remembered that he probably told a few people. You know?
Oh, he rubbed.
Trying the $300 pair of shoes. Out here for what? To stunt in front of us? What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
That $300 pair of shoes on. For what? We step on the daily. My shoe don't feel on it. Like, get real. Not out here for a fashion show. Money, $300 pair of shoes. Fuck, I consider myself like making a stupid purchase today. I want a $5 tube of lipstick. I don't need it. I don't know. Maybe I should rethink it, huh?
I can't believe we got $70.
I know.
I wouldn't. I'd get it. Why not? We got money.
It's like it's a vanity thing.
It's not all about. And that's what I want people to like kind of see, not just in here but out there. It's not all about buying things that you need in life. It's about buying things that you want as well. If you buy everything you just need, you're never going to be completely happy because you're only getting by. But it's not a bad thing to just every once in a while just give in and just get yourself something that'll make you smile. what's wrong with that? Like, yeah, you know, you're getting lipstick. We have these events still. I mean, you want to look nice and pretty for the people that come through the door. There's nothing wrong with that. I get dressed up when people come here. Guys are just a lot more easy because I don't have to put makeup on. I just throw a clean shirt and do my hair, and I'm good to go.
I just do sort of miss, because I used to really, really like makeup at home, and
They're very pretty without it, but
I
if
just,
it's something that makes
like
you
to
just
play with it.
Yeah, so what? It's something to pass time here. You and all the girls have something that you can just have a makeup day, do a little slumber party thing. That'd be fun.
Oh, I should get nail polish for everybody.
Just do a little fucking girl in their slumber. Just do a
Yeah,
little
maybe I'll
girls'
get like a
night.
nail polish kit for all the girls.
There you go.